Hey guys, J.K Curry here, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm on doing another tier list for today, and yes, you guys may have guessed it, I'm doing the Harry Potter book tier list. Now, some of you guys have seen my tier list of 11 Harry Potter movies. Well, obviously 8 Harry Potter movies and 3 Fantastic Beasts movies. So I thought I would do a nice little tier list of ranking each Harry Potter books from worst to best. Now, as you can see, it has the letters S to F, but I'm not going to start them off as S, A, B, C, D, and F, which is weird. So give me a moment. I'm just going to edit something. And yes, I might use the CapCut app to cut this part of the video. So just give me a sec. All right, so I made some changes for this tier list. So I changed the letters S to F to most favorite book, favorite, good, fine, A-okay, and worst. Now, let's get started into filling each Harry Potter books in order. So first up is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, obviously, we all know that it's the first book in the series, as the first book came out in 1997. Honestly, just reading the first book is really, really amazing to read because obviously J.K. Rowling was emotional when this had popped up for a reason, and just seeing Harry and his friends go to Hogwarts and all that stuff is just really superb. So I would put this in favorite. Yes, this is going to be different than the film versions of this, so everyone has different opinions, so bear with me on this. But yes, Sorcerer's Stone is a nice book to read, and probably a really short book to read because it's pretty easy to, just read through the story and see how it goes and see how the beginning of the Potter series starts and everything. Next up is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Now, Chamber of Secrets is good, but honestly, seeing Gilderoy Lockhart in this is not really good to see because, he just annoys me, and plus, not to mention, in the part when he was in herbology or something like that, yeah, he was helping the class with the mandrakes and stuff and everything. It's just worst and everything. But yes, it does show Tom Riddle, aka Lord Voldemort, the 4 founders of Hogwarts, the Chamber of Secrets, and so much more. I think I would put this in either good or it's either down to good or fine. I think it's good. Not many think my own tier list is good, but it's just made it up, but it's just different. But yes, I do like when Dobby was there because he was so cute. Because seeing an illustration picture of Dobby, like, the chapter illustration of Dobby I just find him cute. I can't with Dobby, because it's just great to see him, and see him being free from the Malfoys is just superb. And yes, we see Moaning Myrtle, and even realizing that Harry hearing voices, which is actually the basilisk snake doing and stuff, and Tom Riddle opening the Chamber of Secrets with Ginny Weasley because he used his diary to possess her and stuff. Now, next is Harry Potter and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, guys, like I said, Prisoner of Azkaban is one of my most favorites of the series. So, most favorite book. Because, hey, it did show Sirius Black for the very first time, including Buckbeak. It even showed the whole backstory between the Marauders storyline and stuff. Because that was really nice when I first read the book and I see the illustrated version of The Prisoner of Azkaban, and even showed to some very scary Dementors and showing the Time Turners. Like, I don't know which Time Turner I would prefer. Like, I think I would choose Time Turners in the film version than the books because I can handle them, but the books I can definitely not deal with them because it more feels like a time whoosh and stuff like that. But yes, Prisoner of Azkaban is a great book and movie because it's just nice to see, and seeing Harry and Sirius have a relationship is nice and everything, and it just makes my heart happy and stuff. Even Lupin was a great teacher for Harry and the rest of the people as well. Just really nice. Now, next up is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Okay, now, Goblet of Fire, well, in the beginning of the first chapter, it showed of Voldemort, Voldemort killing his family and stuff. Like, yeah, that was, like, in the first chapter of the Riddle House, and even so on and so forth, and it even showed us of, the first task, the second task, the third task and stuff, and Voldemort returning, and they even showed some things that I was happy to see, like the Quidditch World Cup, which was cut from the movie as it was about to start, brings back Dobby, and it showed us to another house elf called Winky, showed SPEW, which is the Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare, and so on and so forth. I don't know what to put Goblet of Fire, though. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is tricky. I think I'll put this in... You know what? I'll just say good. I'll just put this in... You know what? Change the plan. I'll put Goblet of Fire in good and Chamber of Secrets to fine. I don't know. Some people might change different opinions, but, it's just how it is. But yes, Goblet of Fire book is nice and stuff. But yes, there are some things that in the book shows Dumbledore saying calmly to Harry that if he did put his name in the Goblet of Fire, which in the movie version he was yelling like, dude, this version of Dumbledore wouldn't do that. But I don't blame the Goblet of Fire, okay? I don't blame it. I don't blame any of the problems with this film or anything else like that, okay? I like the Goblet of Fire book and movie too, so it's just good. And plus, it even shows to do new different wizarding schools, like the Bulgarian and, all this type of stuff. Up next, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Okay. Just so you know, guys, like all the Harry Potter films and movies, I do love all the Harry Potter books and movies bring a passion to my heart, but I will understand why the Order of the Phoenix is the worst. Yes, I'm putting in worse because not only because Harry is angry all the time, he's experiencing trauma. So that's the reason why, is because he's seen his classmate Cedric Diggory murdered, and his eyes, like, he has nightmares about it and all this type of stuff. Him snapping at people was totally awful. And all those type of stuff, including Umbridge and all those type of stuff, including Harry and Cho's relationship was totally awkward. But I will admit, this book is vastly long. Like, honestly, like, I couldn't even tell where to stop reading this book. Like, I thought to myself, how many pages were there to finish each chapter and stuff? I don't know. It's just really long and bulky, but I mean, I wish they could have cut something, like, I wish they could have cut something, like, I guess maybe cut something like Harry and Vernon Petunia's conversation at the beginning of the book. Harry calling them stupid and going off by his own, because that's what the beginning of the movie had did. But yes, Order of the Phoenix is a terrible book and movie, because not only that that some other things that bothered me was Sirius was acting really sad and grumpy all the time, because this is totally not the Sirius that we love out of the whole series, because not only he was really dull and not all happy to see Harry all the time and everything, but he just has no sympathy for his godson. But I would much rather prefer Sirius in the Order of the Phoenix movie than the Order of the Phoenix book, because he's more happy for Harry and there for him. But yes, even though I don't like the Order of the Phoenix, I might like some parts of everything. But anyway, enough complaining about Order of the Phoenix, and let's move on. Next is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Honestly, the reason why I chose this is because this book really showed some really cool things that I like. Like, it showed everything about Voldemort's past and everything. And it even showed some parts where Harry and Dumbledore see young Tom Riddle with Hepzibah Smith, who has some prized options, which are Helga Hufflepuff's cup and Salazar Slytherin's locket. So he manipulates her to get what he wants. So it even has this relationship between Harry and Dumbledore, which really makes it approval and much more happy and stuff. Not to mention when Sirius died earlier in the book, I feel like the Half-Blood Prince dealt way much more better than the Order of the Phoenix had did. So I'm putting this in most favorite book. And yes, because I think the Half-Blood Prince book is more higher than the Half-Blood Prince movie, in my opinion, is because that when the film left out some things that were left out in the book with Voldemort's past and everything, they even have so many other things with Draco and Snape's job and stuff, like, you know, Snape making the unbreakable vow and Draco's detour and stuff of him becoming a Death Eater and so on and so forth. Honestly, the reason why Half-Blood Prince is more better is because we actually get to see Harry and his friends grow up and get into the relationships with their friends and stuff, and even deals with romance as well. But even though the Half-Blood Prince movie has teen drama, it's still not a bad idea, but it's still one of my favorites. So yeah, Half-Blood Prince, more better than the Order of the Phoenix. So yeah, a best book. Now, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Ooh, honestly, this book is really similar to the Order of the Phoenix, but Order of the Phoenix has like 800 pages, but Deathly Hallows has like a little more less than 800, more like 700 or somewhat. Honestly, I couldn't even tell when to stop reading a chapter and stuff, because it took so many pages to stop reading and stuff, but it's just like a real page turner and stuff, and just seeing Harry and his friends destroying the Horcruxes did a phenomenal job and stuff. But even when they did with camping and stuff, it gets you so boring and leaves you nothing to do with it. When I finally read all the Harry Potter books and started reading the Deathly Hallows to finish the story, I didn't even know that there was a scene that Fred actually died in this, because it showed him being killed in an explosion outside the room of requirement, but we didn't see that in the films. And, all the violence in this really gets me and emotional, but I don't know where to put Deathly Hallows, so either in fine or A-okay. No, I think I'll go with A-okay, because not only it's a same long book like the fifth one has, but, it's just what it is. Now, the last book, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Now, some of you guys know that the Cursed Child is supposed to be the 8th installment of the Harry Potter books, after the Deathly Hallows, but yeah, J.K. Rowling said it was supposed to be canon, but I think it's not. And when I started reading The Cursed Child, I absolutely hated it. The problem with this book is that when I started reading, I was able to read The Cursed Child, and I was like, oh, okay, starting into The Cursed Child now, and when I realized something was wrong, there was something wrong. It was just me, going, why are the time turners back? How did Umbridge came back? How did Snape came back from the dead? Wait, why are Albus and Scorpius using time turners to save Cedric Diggory? They can't do that. Just why, man? And not to mention that in The Cursed Child, there's this part in the script where Harry and his son Albus has a confrontation with each other when Harry offers the blanket to Albus when Petunia gave Harry when she died. They had a fight, and there's this stupid line that Albus said, I wish that you weren't my dad, and Harry was like, damn right that I wish that you weren't my son. Just, why, man? This is exactly not the Harry that we're used to. Harry is a total, absolute worst father in The Cursed Child. Not only he was being rude to Ginny and McGonagall in this is total BS, man. So I'm putting Cursed Child in the worst catalog as well. Because not only that the story is, the script is not only that the time turners were back, it's because Albus is being whiny and somewhat, and even when they have, what really gets to the disgusting part is that Voldemort had a daughter. Yes, and 1,000,000% yes, Voldemort did indeed had a daughter. And yes, you're telling me that Voldemort actually had sex with Bellatrix? Just, ooh. Why? But if you guys don't know what Voldemort and Bellatrix's daughter's name is, Delphi. And she also became a villain in this. And even so, there are some other things, Harry still having the dreams sequences of Voldemort whispering his name, and his scar still hurting, and him speaking Parseltongue. In the Deathly Hallows, in the end, his scar not hurt after all these years and said all was well, but now it doesn't. His scar still hurts again, and he still can speak Parseltongue. But the reason why it was gone is because of the Horcrux power that was inside him. But why did it still came back, though? I don't know, man. Why in the hell would this happen, though? But yes, if it were up to me, if I would have seen The Cursed Child, I would much rather see the play version than the book. But if you guys have seen The Cursed Child play, you might leave a comment below and everything. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this tier list video, be sure to like and comment down below. Be sure to and yes, make sure to leave a comment below what your favorite Harry Potter books would be. So see you later, guys.